Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to take a look at 3 different strategies that I don't see very much of. First one here, we have 2 ice golems, 2 super wizards, and 2 witches for the funnel at 3, 2 ice golems, 2 super wizards, 2 witches at like 5. And then we have regular golems, 4 witches, and the rest of the wizards and heroes up the middle of the base right at the town hall, where we're going to quake behind the town hall. And then we're going to jump into the singles over at 9 o'clock. So here we go. The quake actually weakens the town hall a little bit too, which I like that. I like that a lot because it goes down super quick. And you got all of these troops going into the core, and there's no healers, right? So what I find fascinating about the no healer raids is that most of the time, when in the clans I'm facing, and even in our preparation for the most part, when you're going against somebody who you think is going to use any kind of golem witch or yetis or Pekkas, the way you defend that is you kill the healers so the troops can't live through the core of the base. Well, with this, there's no healers to kill. They're just counting on brute force of the troops getting through the base, and it works. It's really fascinating to me. It seems like, this is pretty well controlled. I don't think it's as controlled as, say, Sui Lalo is, where every step of the raid you're controlling every little thing. But I think this is well thought out, and it works. It's controlled enough through the base with the brute force of the troops that this kind of thing works, and I'm really fascinated by it. And in this one in particular, he even used his RC to cut off the 12 o'clock side so the troops didn't split once they got to the core. They all did go down into that double single target inferno at 7 to 9 o'clock-ish of the base. But really fascinating hit here, Smashes. I liked it a lot. All right, let's take a look at another raid. Okay, so here we have Ares. And what she has here is another raid with golems, Pekkas, witches, and super wizards. So 1 Pekka to funnel at the 3 o'clock from the siege barracks, another Pekka from the camps to funnel at the 6 o'clock side down here with witches, and then 3 golems. We're going to jump into the base. We're going to put 12 wizards-ish with the heroes. Okay, we spread the wizards out to get the chain value and get the funnels cut. And then, yes, everybody into the core, where we're going to go at the town hall. We got to jump behind the town hall as well. So it's 2 jumps, 1 jump in, 1 jump to get to the rest of the base. That second jump actually opens up the whole base. Siege barracks had hogs in it, and we're going to send the royal champ with the hogs. Tomed over the town hall, it looked like. We still have the king and queen ability in the bag, and it already looks like there's not a lot of base left. And again, no healers. None. This is, man, I find these raids so fascinating. I just don't see a lot of this. I'm sure you guys probably see it all the time. I really don't see a lot of this, and I think it's so powerful and interesting, and I don't think people really defend these kind of attacks. They just write them off as spam and move on, and they're really not spam. Like, I'm watching the way these guys do this. Their funnels are really intelligent. They know what they're doing. It's obvious. Everything is thought out. It's not just spamming a line of troops and praying. Like you saw the Pekkas for the funnels with the witches on one side, the siege barracks on the other. It was well thought out. I'm really impressed by this. And GG Ares, it was a nice raid. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more raid that I did that has healers, but it's just different and interesting. What I decided I wanted to try was a Pekka raid with bats, but also using the wizard blimp, right? This base looks like it's not at all what I was hoping to get, but Legend League, you just deal with what you got. And the cool thing about Legend League is that it really helps you in quickly breaking down a base of how can I use what I have against this. I ultimately decide to blimp here, and I'm going to freeze this air defense to try to make it to the town hall, which I do. But the plan was, if I don't get there, obviously just use it to cut that funnel, get as much value as I can, and then work with the base from there however I can to get the base down, basically, right? So the wizards there, they take down pretty much the whole core of the base, which is nice. Now I don't have to worry about the town hall. All I have to do now is make it around the whole base before time runs out. I decide to put the queen here and let her decide. If she goes right, then we take down the eagle and the scatter shots, and if she goes left, we're gonna work our way up into this multi inferno section up here with the heroes. So pro tip, if you ever want to funnel your queen left, right, wall break the right side, and I promise you she will go left every single time. That's just a pro tip. Been playing the game a long time. Anyway, so queen is gonna go left. I put the eagle with, or the eagle, I put the warden with her, and they're gonna walk away from this eagle and work their way into the multi-target infernos, which again, I'm doing bats. So doing bats taking down the multi-target infernos is perfectly fine. I would have preferred her go to the eagle and the scatter shots, but this is gonna be fine. So here we go, we wall break our way in, we send the Pekkas in, the king and the witches to funnel, and get our queen into the multi-target inferno with the wizards. Here we go. We pull out the CC, it's a super minion CC, which is really, really good for this army because it doesn't bother you at all. We're gonna poison that, and the enemy kings end up jumping into there, so we are perfectly fine pushing through this base. Right about now, I realize, okay, my army should make it to here, no problem, to these wizard towers, right? And all I have left are the scatter shots, which I can actually tank with the ice golems. At the time, I wasn't thinking about that because, again, this was the first time I did this army, and I haven't done Pekka bats in forever. So I put the royal champion to take down this scatter shot, and I still have an invis spell, so I know I'm going to get a ton of value with the royal champ. And I should have put the ice golems in, but I didn't. And I am going to drop the bats straight on top of this scatter because you can, and it turns out I don't really need the ice golems. I put them in now, but they're not really doing anything. So, I have a lot of learning to do still. I'm still not good at this game. Maybe someday. But we are going to end up taking this down, and it does come down to like the last 2 or 3 seconds of the raid for sure, because it was a long opener between the blimp and the queen. It was a very long opener. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. 3 different kinds of raids, 2 of them with no healers, which really fascinate me, and then 1 old school Pekka with the bats, and only 1 freeze, so, and the wizard blimp. So I thought that was kind of interesting too, just trying out interesting new combinations of troops. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.